You might be thinking, what in the Handmaid's Tale is this? No, that's what people are seeing when they try to access Pornhub, which I read is a website in one particular state. Louisiana has apparently passed this insane law, and we're gonna give you all the details. Public Defendering uploaded that video to Twitter and says, hello from the surveillance state of Louisiana. People in Louisiana have to use their driver's license to go to Pornhub. This is truly wild under his eye. Yeah, no, it's real. It's Louisiana State House Bill 142, requires adult sites to screen visitors via reasonable age verification. And somehow they're defining having to use your license is reasonable, okay. By law, and it was signed, by the way, back in June. They define reasonable age verification rather narrowly. You can't do something like the agree that you're plus 18 box or input your birth year. No, it has to be full on government documentation. You can use the digitized ID card based on some form of government ID, or simply actually show your license or something like it. So they have this initiative called the LA Wallet Initiative that you can use, and you will need to if you want to access some of these other websites that I've never heard of. So JR, it's 2023. We've survived with people being able to access pornography for many decades at this point. Why now? Why in this way? What do you think?
They're running out of options, bro. They're running out of things to complain about. Excuse me, running out of things to say that they're trying to oversee and protect your children from. This is just another ploy. But then, of course, it's also a way to make sure that they track and monitor people that are like, yeah, sure, I'll do whatever it takes to get to my site, right? So these folks that are doing this, you think they weren't 14, 15-year-old kids at any point? But they maybe didn't have the same access. I don't know what it is that the motivations are outside of trying to look a certain way, which is the complete opposite of who they are. It's just the way these things operate. But now, I'm not sure if the bigger motivation is then collecting folks' information. Either way it goes, it's all around bad. And eventually, this keeps happening. Since they run out of things to say that they're so virtuous about and Christian-based about, they keep going to these lengths and they keep alienating the people that are following to the ends of the earth. There's some limits, bro. We already know the Bible Belt, specifically I think Utah even, is where the most porn watching happens. Digital online porn watching happens. Because these are the folks that are being told so much not to do it over and over and over again since they were 5 years old. So of course, then you have these kind of results. But is this gonna work? There's more of the virtue signaling is happening. This is just gonna push people away, bro. Because they have to know their constituents are not about keeping their porn from their eyes.
Exactly, yeah. No, this has been tried in the UK and France. In the UK, I believe they did some massive changes to it. I don't know the state of in France, but no, I don't think this is gonna work. This is, they call it House Bill 142. I would call it the VPN Stimulus Act because that's what's gonna happen. It's going to unleash what I'll call a torrent of other ways to access pornography. Or look, I'm just worried about, we know that there's already this issue of incels predisposed to violence. You're gonna cut them off from their supply of pornography as well? You think that that's gonna be a good idea? Okay, well, look, they're trying. Right now it's just Louisiana, by the way. But bear in mind, Utah Senator Mike Lee recently proposed a law that would require age verification for accessing porn websites on a national level, as well as basically outlawing a ton of different forms of content altogether. So you will have to submit government approved documentation to access a sex act or whatever, and maybe we'll have a short list of acts that are acceptable, that Mike Lee thinks it's okay for you to look at. And by the way, there are supposed to be protections in this, JR, to make sure that people's private information isn't released. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
Yeah, there's no way that this could possibly go wrong, and people's search history and stuff couldn't be shared and everything. This entire thing's a disaster. Prohibition is not gonna work.